This is the AM News on DSTV channel 421, GoTV channel 125, around the world on myjoyonline.com, on Facebook, on X Spaces, and on YouTube. Good morning, and details now with me, Sweetie Abochi. The minority in Parliament has served notice it will proceed to court to challenge the decision of Attorney General Dominic Ayine dropping criminal charges against Unibank founder Kwabena Duffuor. Last week, the AG revealed that the state had recovered 60% of the amount which is subject of the criminal trial involving Dr. Kwabena Duffuor and had decided not to continue the trial. But addressing journalists in Parliament, minority spokesperson on the Constitutional and Legal Affairs, Kwame Anyimadu, says the minority will go to court if the decision is not reversed. And our Parliamentary Affairs correspondent, Kwekwa Asante, reports.
Despite addressing a news conference to explain why he had to drop charges against Kwabena Duffuor, the Attorney General, Dr. Dominic Ayine, is still drawing the anger of the NPP minority in Parliament. The minority in Parliament says the decision by the AG to drop charges against Dr. Kwabena Duffuor is unjustified, and if he does not reverse that decision, they'll be heading to court to challenge that decision.
His decision is not reversed within a reasonable time, the minority will consider its options of proceeding to court to challenge its decision in its entirety. Let it be known that justice must not only be done, but it must be manifestly seen to be done.
The minority are also raising issues of conflict of interest against the AG, who previously served as lawyer for Dr. Kwabena Duffuor.
Has Dr. Dominic Akuritenga Ayine in the past acted for Dr. Kwabena Duffuor and Unibank? In the case of the Republic versus Kwabena Duffuor and 7 others, is Dr. Ayine now the Attorney General of the Republic of Ghana? The deputy referred to him as the Attorney General, and today he has granted a press conference acknowledging that he gave out the press release and he tries to justify why he entered the nulli prosequi. Ghanaians would want the Attorney General to explain to us in full the extent of conflict of interest using Dominic Ayine as defense counsel and Dominic Ayine as the Attorney General.
According to Kwame Anyimadu, who speaks for the minority on legal and constitutional affairs, the AG need to make public what consideration went into the decision to recover 60% of the funds and allow 40% to elude the state.
The press release makes reference to 60% recovery threshold as a benchmark for reconsidering prosecutions. When was this policy introduced and under what legal authority? Was this benchmark made public or debated in Parliament? Was it quietly introduced post-2024 to lower the standards of accountability? For a case involving 5.7 billion, can the Attorney General confirm that 1 billion has indeed been recovered?
The minority in Parliament have joined civil society organizations who are raising concerns with the decision of the Attorney General to drop the charges against Dr. Kwabena Duffuor, who is known as a key stalwart of the NDC. The minority say this may have partisan consideration, and they are concerned that the Attorney General may be abusing his powers under the Constitution to enter nulli prosequis to just simply do the bidding of people who belong to his political party, the NDC. Reporting for Joy News, Kwekwa Asante, Parliament House, Accra.
Now, it is a school that is not only depleted and aptly fits the description of a death trap, but has 6 classrooms reduced to 3 to accommodate all pupils in the school. That is the state of the Kenny MA Kindergarten and Primary School in the Jurapa municipality of the Upper West region, which serves as an affront to the delivery of quality teaching and learning. Rafiq Salam reports that the school turns in the night as a pen for goats and sheep defecating on the bare floor, producing bad odor, which serves as furniture for the pupils. They're appealing to the government and benevolent organizations to come to their aid.
Kene Primary School in the Jiriba municipality of the Upper West region was established over a decade ago with 2 classroom blocks and a storeroom for kindergarten. Due to the community's love for education, they built a 3-unit classroom block for the primary school. However, this forced authorities at the school to combine 6 classrooms into 3. Ahmed Najad Hailier is the head teacher of the school, and she explained how they combine the classes.
P1 is with P2, then P3 is with P4, P5 is standing alone, P6 is standing alone, KG1 is with KG2. That's how, so we do multi-grade teaching. And sometimes the class you and as teachers, we can't teach both classes. You pick a class that you teach, though you are the teacher for both. So it means those that you don't pick their class. Maybe for instance, if it's P3 and 4, maybe you say let me teach P4 because they are likely to leave to the next class. So it means P3, what they'll be learning will be the P14, and what they are supposed to learn, they are not able to learn because you can't share yourself into 2 so that you teach this way and teach this way.
The head teacher calls for help to improve the quality of education at the school.
Because sometimes when rain is coming, the windows are not there, you can't sit, and most of the times the doors too are not there. The doors are not there. Sometimes when we come the next day, ghosts will defecate, urinate and fill the whole place. Then we have to come and wash it again. So we need classrooms. And I don't know if you've gone round inside, there are no chairs. We did some as a school, but that has kept long, and you know children, it's natural for them, it got broken. So right now we need schools, we need a complete, maybe a classroom block, then we need furniture.
Adding his voice to that of the head teacher is the administrator and finance officer Jirpara Martin, who represented the Jiriba Municipal GES Director of Education.
The logistics are woefully inadequate. Just as I recounted the structure, the defects in the structure, the lack of furniture, the learning materials are same. And that is demotivating the children not to be regular in school. So we are making this passionate appeal to all Ghanaians. Anybody that can come to the aid of Kene will be more than grateful. And I know my director will be more than grateful to receive any support from any source. So please, help Kene School.
Paramount Chief of the Jiriba Traditional Council, Nadi Nadon Lobongana III, urged teachers to up the ante by working assiduously to improve the quality of education in the municipality.
A community that has children has future. And if we are doing this for these future leaders, then posterity will be our ultimate judge.
Reporting for Dwayne News, Rafiq Salam, Kane.
Let's stay on education because the headmaster of Barima Islamic Basic and Junior High School in the Sagnerugu municipality, Al-Hassan Abubakar, has called on government and benevolent actors to help fix the infrastructure challenges facing the school. He said currently they have had to combine multiple classes in one classroom to teach something he said was hampering teaching and learning. The headmaster made these remarks when Rainbow Ghana, an agricultural company, donated some items to the school. We'll tell you more in this report.
Rainbow Ghana is a global crop protection company offering solutions to meet the diverse needs of farmers, distributors, and industry partners, currently operating in over 100 countries across 5 continents. In an interview with the media, headmaster of the school, Al-Hassan Abubakar, said the environment for studies was not conducive, appealing to government to complete abandoned projects in the school.
Some of the classes like Basic 4, Basic 5, we are operating multi-grid, that is combined. They are in one class. We shouldn't have been so. This is another municipality like we mentioned earlier. And so you can even see some of the junior high block. It needs interventions. When we go, when it rains, animals go into what? At least spoil the classes, urinate and other things in the class. Always difficult for students to have to come and clean, waste much of the learning time to what? To clean and sit. And when you also look, we have uncompleted building over there. that we are appealing to benevolent society, the district assembly and water to also intervene. This kind of uncompleted building there, if we plead to the authorities, if they step in to help complete it for us, I think it will be a great deal.
The head of sales and marketing at Rainbow Ghana, Harrison Ahogba, said Rainbow Ghana will continue to support communities as its corporate social responsibility.
This year is our 10th year of operation in Ghana, and as part of our 10th years anniversary, we are happy to share with the community where we work. So today we are in the northern region, specifically the Glima Islamic Basic School, located in Sanarigu Municipal District, as part of our corporate social responsibility to share with the community and learners what benefits there is from the business that they do with us. So we are just here to say thank you to the community, and it's coming from Rainbow as part of our 10th anniversary celebration. We've been doing corporate social responsibilities over the years, but being our 10th year, we wanted to take it a step higher. And we believe that as our slogan and our mantra is, we are always growing with you. And there is no better way to grow than to empower our learners to take education seriously. So this
Faced by rising food insecurity and imports bill in Ghana, the prison service is appealing for urgent support in agricultural equipment and essential inputs to sustain year-round food production. The initiative aims to not only to ensure consistent meals for inmates, but to contribute meaningfully to the nation's wider food supply. At a tour of Kenya's settlement camp prison's farm, Director of Prison Ali Kweku Ababio, in charge of National Prison Agriculture, called for mechanization of prison agriculture, and our Ahafo regional correspondent Emmanuel Edujemfi reports.
Go mechanize is not easy. We need a lot of inputs, lot of equipment, machines, tractors, shellers, and what have you. And we alone cannot do it. And so we want to appeal to philanthropists, individuals, to come to our aid in that direction, so that we can also go and do the mechanized farming and do all year round farming to get enough to feed our inmates and then to help feed the Feed Ghana program.
He has been telling me the role of mechanizing prison agriculture in complementing the Feed Ghana program.
The prison agriculture want to go mechanize, so that this cutlass farming will be a thing of the past, because we also want to improve on our farming activities to help the Feed Ghana agenda program.
With hepatitis mortality rates rising in Techiman, Holy Family Hospital is taking action this World Hepatitis Day, offering crucial free screenings. Doctors here are pleading with residents to overcome their fears about medical confidentiality and get tested, emphasizing that early diagnosis is a key to stopping this silent killer. Anasabit has a story.
It was a busy day at the Holy Family Hospital as residents turned up in their numbers for a free hepatitis screening exercise, an event designed not only to save lives but also educate the public about the silent yet deadly disease. Dr. Felix Enieje is the head of internal medicine at the Holy Family Hospital and the Deputy General Secretary for the Ghana Association for the Study of Liver and Digestive Diseases.
Specifically for Bono East, because of the cosmopolitan nature of this region and the geographic location of the region, you have a lot of people coming around. There's a big market where a lot of people interact. So we have quite a number of hepatitis B. And we are looking at anything in the range of from 4 all the way to like 10%. Yeah, so that is quite a concerning figure.
According to medical experts, hepatitis, particularly types B and C, continues to be a major public health concern in Ghana, contributing to rising liver-related complications and deaths.
One of the very feared complications that can arise from hepatitis B is the fact that you can have what we call cirrhosis of the liver, which is an irreversible damage to the liver, parenchyma itself. And even more fearful is the fact that you can develop a cancer, and the mortality following liver cancer is really high. In fact, if nothing is done, you have close to 6 weeks to live in its very advanced form.
But despite the clear medical benefits and the hospital's efforts, a significant hurdle emerged: fear of breached confidentiality. Several residents shared profound anxieties about their medical information becoming public gossip.
Secret and confidential.
I know the issues related to our health is secret and confidential. However, by the time you get home from the hospital, your secret health condition is all over the community. So this discourages a lot of people, including myself, from visiting the hospital for screenings. So we are appealing to the Ghana Health Services, particularly from the lab to the pharmacy, to advise the people on how they leak health statuses of patients to the public. These concerns raised by the residents is a perception that medical staff at the Holy Family Hospital are willing to address.
Now, I want to take you back to Parliament because legislators have taken their turn to celebrate iconic Ghanaian musician Charles Kojo Fosu, popularly known as Daddy Lumba, who passed on over the weekend. Former Minister of Defense Dominic Nitiwo says the late musician deserves a state burial. We will hear from him shortly. First, listen to Member of Parliament for Mesia North, Akwesi Kunedu. He delivered a statement on the floor to eulogize Daddy Lumba.
People together across age groups, political divide, and ethnic lines. Whether at family gatherings, weddings, political events, national celebrations, his music played in the background, evoking nostalgic joy, reflection, and a deep sense of emotions. Through his art, he managed to build bridges and foster the sense of national pride.
By doing things out of the ordinary for an extraordinary human being. Mr. Speaker, forgive us, but we are mourning the best of the best. Forgive us, for we shall never forget the name Charles Kojo Fosu, a.k.a. Daddy Lumba, a.k.a. DL. On that day, let all of us be present to mourn him, wherever the funeral will be held, whether in Suta, whether in Kumasi, or whether in Accra. But I wish the state will give him a state barrier here at the forecourt of Parliament for the people of Ghana to come and mourn him. And I bet you the streets of Accra will be full. I went to the gym today and everybody was playing Daddy Lumba songs. You move all the parties of Accra, people are playing Daddy Lumba songs.
So all that happened in Parliament, and that takes us into our business update segment with Samuel Kujo-Brace.
Well, let's start the AM, the business update with what's happening on the currency market. Well, from that, let's do other news now. And the Kingdom of Morocco has donated 2,000 metric tons of fertilizer to Ghana to support the government's flagship Feed Ghana program. At a brief ceremony in Accra, the Deputy Minister for Food and Agriculture, John Dumelo, expressed appreciation on behalf of the government, describing the donation as timely and strategic. He noted that the fertilizer will support the Feed Ghana program aimed at increasing food production improving food security, and creating jobs.
Fertilizer is one of the most important inputs that we need. And over the years, over the past few months, a lot of the farmers have been crying for fertilizers. And so today we are delighted that you are handing fertilizers over to us. But most importantly, we are looking at efficiency. If you look at our rice sector, Ghana just produces about 3 to 4 tons per hectare, which should be about 7 to 8. If you look at maize, we are also producing under capacity. If you look at tomatoes and so on and so forth. And so efficiency is important. And so beyond the fertilizer donation, we are also asking you if you can help us to be very efficient in terms of irrigation, because we want to do all year round farming to keep our prices stable, and then post-harvest losses to manage it, because we lose about 30 to 40% of whatever it is that we produce to post-harvest losses. And so if we do have all the fertilizer we need, the irrigation we need, but we still cannot manage our post-harvest losses, then I think we will go around in circles. And so we want to particularly thank you for today and thank the Honorable Minister for Foreign Affairs. And we hope that he travels more, so that once he travels more, we can get more farming inputs.
Let's conclude with what's happening on the commodities market.